With Fontaine coming out in less than 2 weeks, they're bringing out a bunch of new weapons, whether you're free to play, new battle pass weapons, a new fishing weapons, and obviously a new 5-star feline. I'm about to tell you what all the weapons do and who they can be used on. But before we start, make sure y'all like, sub, and turn on notifications because I do stream here on YouTube. Also, I am kind of sick right now, that's why the video's coming out so late. If I don't mention a character these weapons are good on, just leave it in the comments below and I will definitely pin it or respond to it or do something to make sure it's the highest comment. First, I'll start with the new craftable weapons. Then I'll move on to the fishing sword. Then after that, I'll go to the battle pass weapons and then Liney's bow because it's the first 5-star we're gonna get. Also, all these weapons will be level 90 at R1 by the way. Okay, starting with the bow. 510 base attack, 41.3% attack as a second stat. When the wielder is healed, their damage will be increased by 16% for 8 seconds. This effect can be triggered even if the user is not on field, for bow users. Now, honestly, I would say this is going to be a new good weapon for child, at least for free to play. Because most times you will be sitting in a Bennett burst. Ganyu, I would still keep Ganyu on prototype over this weapon, especially in some Ganyu freeze teams where you do not run a healer. Ignari has better options, and Yoimiya definitely has better options. For official, I would just use the Sumeru craftable weapon. It probably will be better on official. Finale of the Deep. 565 base attack, 27.6% attack, and the skill. This one's actually long. Using an elemental skill will increase all elemental damage bonuses by 12% for 12 seconds, and also grant a bond of life worth 25% of user's max HP. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. When the bond is cleared, the user will gain 2.4% of the bond as attack for 12 seconds up to a max of 150. Now I'm gonna assume if you're at like 20% HP, this won't kill you and will leave you at 1 HP. Now for characters I would recommend this on, I'll start off by talking about Bennett. I wouldn't recommend it on Bennett because Sapwood is going to be a better option. It has the same base attack and gives you energy recharge as a substat, so take him off the list. So who would this be good on? Well, if you don't have Cinnabar, I guess it could work on Albedo, but there's definitely a better option. Alhaitham has better options as well, and so does Ayaka. Ayato, on the other hand, this might be the best free-to-play option for him, knowing that his skill is how he's going to do damage and you're going to be on field after using his skill. This can also be good on a Kaya free-to-play team. Okay, Claymore, Tidal Shadow, 510 base attack, 41.3% attack. When the wearer is healed, the attack will be increased by 24% for 8 seconds. And this effect could also be triggered when they are off field. Now who would this be good on? It could work on Eula, it could work on Diluc, it could work on Beidou and Chongyun. Other than that, there's just better options for every single one of these characters. Rifle Reward Polearm, 565 base attack, 27.6 HP. When the user is healed, they will gain 8 energy, and this effect could be triggered once every 10 seconds even if they are not on field. Now, who would this be good on? If you have your Favonius slants on another character or you just need extra HP, Zhongli could use this weapon really well. This weapon is also good on Hu Tao, but I don't know if it's going to be better than Dragon's Bane, and we'll just have to wait and see. Glowing Purity, the Catalyst. The base attack is 565 and the second stat is 27.6 attack. Using elemental skill will increase all elemental damage bonuses by 8% for 12 seconds and also grant a bond of life worth 24% of the user's max HP. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. When the bond is cleared, the user will gain 2% of all elemental damage bonus for every 1000 HP cleared up to a max of 12% for 12 seconds. So who would this weapon be good on? Klee, Mona, Ningguang, Wanderer, Ye Miko, and Yanfei. This is a good weapon for each one of those characters. So they explain Bond of Life right here. It's an effect that essentially absorbs healing for the user based on his base value and clears after healing equal to this value is obtained. So it probably won't end up killing you, but it could, so you never know. But you'll end up being fine. Just press the reset button, you'll be good. Okay, now let's talk about the new fishing sword, the Pipe. It has 510 base attack, 45.9% energy recharge. The skill increases elemental skill crit rate by 8%. Using elemental skill will further increase the energy recharge by 15% for 5 seconds. Now, honestly, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I don't really see a character this would be very special on. It could be used on Kaya for the ER. It could be used on Albedo for the ER, assuming you don't have Cinnabar. But really, I don't know who this would be good on. I don't think this is going to be a special weapon like the catches. This is when I'm going to need your guys' help because I do not know who this is going to be like good on. Before Battle Pass, I'm going to get into Liney's bow just to be quick. The first Great Magic, 608 base attack and 66.2% crit damage. Now pulling for this weapon is all up to you. I'm just gonna read it out to you guys. Attack is increased by 12%. For every party member with the same elemental type as the wielder, including the wielder themselves, they will gain 1 gimmick stack. And for every party member with a different elemental type as the wielder, they gain 1 theatric stack. When the wielder has 1 gimmick stack, they gain 8% attack. 2 gimmick stacks, it's 16% attack. 3 gimmick stacks is 40% attack. And for theatric stack, 1 theatric stack is 4% movement speed, 2 is 7% movement speed, and 3 is 10% movement speed. I don't know who it's going to be best in slot, but for who it's going to be good on, Ganyu, Yoimiya, Yelan, Tignari, Child, Fischl, and even Amber and Aloy if you play them. Okay, let's start with the battle pass weapons. You guys could read it here if you want. I'm gonna start from left to right, so I'll start with the bow. All these weapons level 90 R1 just like before. 565 attack and 18.4% crit. After a charge attack hits an opponent, a Sunfire arrow will descend and deal 60% attack as damage. After a Sunfire arrow hits an opponent, it will increase the charge attack damage taken by this opponent from the wielder by 28%. A Sunfire arrow can be triggered once every 12 seconds. So honestly, it just depends how big the Sunfire arrow's radius is. If the radius is small, this weapon will be worse. If it's bigger, this weapon will be fine. This weapon is just meant for any charge attacking characters. Ganyu, Tignari, Amber if you want, and obviously Lion is coming out. Now the sword. The sword looks like it's going to be the best one. It has 510 base attack, 27.6% crit rate, and the damage dealt by elemental skill and burst will be increased by 16%. When a skill hits an opponent, its crit rate will be increased by 2%. And when a burst hits an opponent, its crit rate will be increased by 2%. Both of these effects last 10 seconds separately and have 4 max stacks. They also could be triggered once every 0.1 seconds. This is easily the best weapon out of the battle pass. Now who is this going to be good on? Any sword user who does damage, it will be good on. Alhaitham, Ayaka, Ayato, Kaya, Kaching. This weapon is going to be so good for all these characters. Okay, now let's talk about the Talking Stick Claymore. 565 base attack, 18.4% crit rate. Attack will be increased by 16% for 10 seconds after being affected by Pyro. This effect could be triggered once every 12 seconds. All elemental damage bonus will be increased by 12% for 10 seconds after being affected by Hydro, Cryo, or Electro. This effect could be triggered once every 12 seconds. Honestly, I don't know what they were thinking making this weapon. Now, assuming new characters will come out, this could get better. But so far, I honestly don't see it better than Serpent Spine, nor is it on the same level. Honestly, I think this is just a bad weapon and I would not get it with the first battle pass. Now let's talk about the Polearm, which actually is pretty good. It has 510 base attack, 27.6% crit rate, and when there are 3 different elemental types in your party, your EM is increased by 120. Honestly, it is going to be good. It could be good on multiple characters. It is going to go underrated, but for a weapon I'm paying money for, it should be a little bit better. I could see this weapon being good on 3 characters in specific. That's Sino, Hu Tao, and Shangling. They don't like Zhao enough to give him another good battle pass weapon, so looks like it's just these 3 characters for now. I don't know if this weapon is going to be good on DPS Candace, but y'all tell me in the comments below. Now last is the Catalyst. 454 base attack and 36.8% crit rate. Now the passive. When not on field for more than 6 seconds, max HP will be increased by 20% and EM will be increased by 80. These effects will be cancelled when the wielder has been off field. Honestly, another niche or bad weapon.
This weapon is definitely not worth the money, but the only 2 characters I see it being good on is Kokomi and Baizu. Both characters having great free to play options too, so I don't know, I wouldn't spend money on this weapon, but that's all you guys.
So if I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments below. I could post a comment about it, I could upload a short about it, I could do something about it hopefully. Also, I am working on a Discord as well. I am going to be done it by the end of next week and I do want y'all to join. So somewhere in one of my next streams or one of my next videos, it will be in the description and I will mention it again. It's going to be more of a community Discord, so I do want y'all to join, make friends, talk, have fun, and just chill, you know, be yourselves. So if you are watching this like a month after it came out or maybe even less than that, it will be in the description, but not right when this video releases. Anyways, I hope y'all take care. Make sure to like and subscribe again and have a good night.